Welcome, Walnut. I'm Lara, but you can call me Laz, your host for Walnut Wednesday. This is your reminder to be brave, be yourself, and know that you can make the world a better place just by what you decide today. Here, I'm going to share my weekly walnuttings with you on a Wednesday. Hello, Walnut. It is me, Liz, here for another episode of Walnut Wednesday, and I am so excited to have this chat today. I am here with the beautiful Lynnaire Odell. Welcome, Lynnaire.
Hello.
Lynnaire is the creator business owner of Little Rose, which let's just get into it, Lynnaire. I'll get you
Yeah.
to talk about who you are. Welcome.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for having me. So Little Rose is a low-tox business. So I hand make all my products. And yeah, it started when I was 4 months postpartum. And I just wanted to, there was not enough natural products that were low tox options out there for my daughter, and I started making products for her, and then just it ended up becoming a bit of a business for myself. um yeah so that
I
yeah
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it because it actually is like one thing that I had to like really be at peace with postpartum,
yeah
and also a little bit through pregnant at the end of pregnancy as well, is like the sadness for the environment. Like, because like
yeah
there's a
yes
lot of stuff that you just have to get over it and be like, I'm just gonna use nappies for myself. You know what I
yeah
mean?
yeah
Like
well, yeah literally.
um all of those kinds of things that yeah, I feel like it's hard to find natural, like reusable solutions. Like I
Yeah,
know that they are out there, but it takes a lot of effort rather than to be able to just grab. And
yes, yeah,
especially with stuff you're putting on baby's skin because they're just so sensitive and little squish bananas that it's just like, oh. So I love how this just came to be. So you were just it was just for personal use, basically, being like, I don't
yes.
want.
Well, yeah, to like a little bit of a backstory. So, before I fell pregnant with my daughter, I actually had a bit of a journey to get pregnant with my daughter, and so it was a bit of but yeah, good journey. And I kind of just was like, oh, looking at like fertility options and all that sort of stuff, and a lot of it said like, ditch the fragrances, ditch the chemicals, ditch all that sort of stuff. So I actually ended up being really low tox. Like I haven't dyed my hair like. I think it was 2021 was the last time I dyed my hair, that sort of thing. Like I got that like obsessed because I wanted to become a mother. And so I just like ditched everything. Like I don't wear makeup, that sort of stuff. Like there was so much that I just ditched. And then so throughout my pregnancy I was the same. And then when my daughter was born, I was like, wow, there is so many products out there that just have these little chemicals in them and you don't realize.
Mm,
So I started like looking into like a lot of like baby products more, and then I was kind of just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna like kind of come up with my own recipes. And like there was like DIY ones on the internet and
yeah.
stuff, that I started doing. And then I actually ended up taking this like it's like a formulation course. It was overseas and they had like their free masterclass. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna, take this masterclass. It's free. And then I ended up signing up to their like full on masterclass thing. And then it helped me be able to like formulate my own products.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then so that's actually kind of how I was able to make my daughter's product so she didn't have to have any chemicals on her body. Because she also unfortunately she was early, so she came at 34 weeks and she was in hospital, like we were both in hospital for so long. So,
Mm.
there was a lot of like chemicals and stuff going on her, and that we've just been in like NICU and that, which was fine because she had to be in there. But then I just noticed and I was like, oh wow, there's a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to do my own.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. There's so much I want to ask, but
Yes, go ahead.
the thing that's coming to mind randomly is
Yeah.
just the fact that I haven't worn perfume in like a bajillion years, and I think the first time I did was I had my first girls' week. So my baby at the moment when
Yeah.
we're recording, he's just about 6 months old.
Wow.
So wore it on girls' weekend, and one time I went to a wedding, so I've worn perfume
Yeah.
twice. And
Yeah.
isn't it bizarre how strong?
I don't know, like I remember wearing it and being like, gee, like I can't believe I used to wear this all the
Yes.
time.
Yeah. 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 Like not gonna lie, like if when I smell perfume, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I feel like that sounds really bad to say, but like I feel like a really old person, be like, oh no, those chemicals and stuff. Just like I'm one of those people now.
It's a
But yeah,
lot.
I can't. So I like make my own. I've actually got like a little thing here, but I like make my own little roll-on perfumes that
Um,
I, yeah.
you're
So I
on
just
your
make my own
period.
ones. Yeah. So that's what I use now. But yeah, yeah. So now, because I feel like you just become real sensitive when
Yeah.
you haven't worn perfume in so long. And like nothing against people, wearing perfume and
Hmm.
stuff, but yeah, the smell is just really intense now.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah.
think also it's like a thing. I don't. For me, it's like a weird thing that I don't want my baby to not be able to smell me or something. Like it's
Yes.
something
Yeah.
instinctually as well, where I'm like, oh, I don't like
Yeah.
having artificial, not artificial. Well,
But
no,
yeah,
artificial.
it
I
is.
don't
Yeah.
like having something outside of my own personal
Yeah.
smell because my
Yeah.
baby might not know who I am.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, totally,
know.
totally. And that was actually one of my non-negotiables. When people come and meet your baby, I said no perfume. No one is allowed to wear perfume at all
Wow.
because I was like, it's too toxic for them. Like they're
Yeah.
so like, and it's actually my daughter. She was born 6 weeks early, so when we did bring her home. She was technically, well, we got her home when she was 6 weeks old, but she would have been a week old if that makes sense. Like
Yes.
yeah, so technically she would, yeah. And I was just like, no, no, please. And yeah, everybody, was fine with it because they knew how I was, like how I am. But yeah, because I've definitely held, like, I remember my sister's child, and I remember holding him, and he just smelled like full perfume because someone before me was wearing perfume, and I was like,
Wow.
wow. So yeah, it's
I
crazy.
um I have this and I saw a video and I wonder if it's like you know how you're not meant to like touch um out in the wild like new babies because then the mum can disown them and stuff. I saw a video on that about when a woman grabbed her baby back
Yeah.
and she was saying that she could smell the other
The other
person
woman.
on him. Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
And I'm like I wonder if it's like a bit of that as well. Like I'm curious to
Yeah.
get my partner Geordie to like see if he notices it or if it is just like a woman
Yeah.
thing.
Yes, it
Um,
would be interesting though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, going way off topic,
Yeah,
Lynnaire. Enough
sorry.
about you. Sorry. This is the issue when I
I
talk
know.
only a child all day long.
Yes, I feel you.
So I'm just excited to be here. So okay, so then you had your girl and were like, I don't like this, all the chemicals, all the things. I'm gonna make my own stuff. Um, where where did the I'm gonna start a business thing kind of stem from?
Yes.
Where let's go back to that
Go
area.
to bed. So, funny enough, for the last 8 years, yeah, it's about 8 years. I feel like I say 8 years every time, but I'm pretty sure it's either 8 or 9 years now. I've actually owned my own beauty business. So,
Oh,
yeah, so I've been really in that kind of like entrepreneurship, like being able to scale my business, like yeah. So I had this full-time beauty business right up until I gave birth, and then obviously I went on maternity leave and that sort of stuff. So when I was about 4 months postpartum, okay, I'm not gonna say I was bored, that's not the word, but I was like, I'm really used to thriving and being really, really busy. Obviously, having a child is a different sort of busy, but my brain just needed something.
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then obviously started making the products. So then there was friends and my sister around me that had kids as well. So I gave them the products to trial out on their kids as well. And then there was some clients that had kids, so I asked them and stuff. And then they all actually gave me so much feedback. They're like, you need like this is it, like what is in these, or like what have you been doing because you need to actually get this out. And then so it was actually probably like this time last, no, it was February last year. I just was like, I'm just gonna launch them. I'm just gonna launch them.
Yeah.
So I did. And then like to be honest, with every new business, it takes a while, it takes a while. But then yeah, my mum's friend, she owns a like a colic calm kind of business with
Mhm.
probiotics and stuff. And so she said to me, how would you feel about sharing a stall with me at the Baby Expo in June last year in Wellington? And just, yeah, and just get your products out there. And so I was like, okay, I will. And it was the scariest thing I've ever done because I'd only just launched my products and like I probably, oh, I don't know, I probably only had like from, yeah, about March to probably like June. I'm gonna say like 20 orders. Like I didn't
Yeah.
have that many, I didn't have that many orders. And so I was like, well, this is scary because it's a 2 day, big event kind of thing. And that was the starting point of my business. Like I sold out of so many of my things. And then, yeah, and then it's just like I'm gonna say from June last year, I've just had constant orders, like, yeah, and just building up the social media, obviously, and stuff like that. So that's kind of how it got into a bit of a business.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. And do you
Yeah.
know, we would have been met in real life, but I was like, first time
Oh,
pregnancy. So I
yes.
went to the baby expo to buy a pram. That was like my goal. I was like, and I was overwhelmed by all the people. I
Yeah.
was like the size
Yeah.
of a bowling ball planet. I was just like, no, this is
Yeah.
a lot. But we would have been there. So that's like
Yeah.
really super
That's
cool.
right.
But I didn't know what I was like
Yeah.
looking for, and I remember I went with my friend who had had a baby, and she was like, "Oh, this," and I actually didn't end up. I don't know. It was a lot of information. When you're pregnant, you don't know what to do or what to expect. It's like
Yeah.
a lot. But yeah, when the this year one comes around, I'm really excited to go because now I know what I need.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I'll be doing the June Wellington, and then I'm going up to Auckland August at the baby show. It's another like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's another expo, but it's a different, what's it called, like organizers kind of thing.
Oh, Lynnaire, that
Yeah, so
is
doing
so
two of them.
okay. Well, I'll see you in real life then.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
But that is so so awesome. How cool is that?
Yeah,
And I just have to say, how you mentioned that you were building your social media.
yeah.
I love your social media.
Oh,
So
thank
Walnut, I'll tag Lynnaire in the show notes and everything like that. But I love your informative reels and stuff. You answer like a lot of questions that we have, and
you.
also I like to see the back end of stuff. Like I like how you talk about orders and
Yeah.
those little things as well. Like you really hit all the little spots of
Oh,
of
good.
curiosity. So that's why I was like, I need to talk to Lynnaire and be like, let's get her on Walnut Wednesday because I was just so curious. But your social media really does cover a lot of
Good.
those bases. Like it's a really nice page.
Oh, good. Yeah, because like honestly, like even with my beauty business, like yes, I did do content and stuff, but it was like before and afters, right? That was the content.
Mm.
When you come into like a product base, you're having to be the content creator, and I'm just like, wow. So it's actually really good that you've said that because I sometimes need that feedback because you're just like, are these okay? Like, am I doing okay? And that sort of thing. So thank you.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're doing an awesome, awesome job. So like keep doing what
No,
what you're
thank
doing. I'm
you.
I'm loving it. And I talked to a couple of friends because I mentioned I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna talk to Lynnaire, yay. And then I said, have you got any questions? And the handful of people that I spoke to, no questions, but have purchased your products. Love
Oh,
them. I had a friend of mine absolutely raved about your magnesium stuff.
oh, amazing.
Um,
Yes.
so I'm excited to give that a go. And
Yeah.
then another friend of mine, her baba, who is very, very new, um,
Mm-hmm.
has a nappy rash around her,
Oh, yes.
and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very, very sore and raw. And she got prescribed something that I can't remember, some kind of cream. She got
Yeah.
prescribed it and it
Yeah.
had like peanut oil or something in it. And she said
Oh,
that she didn't want to use allergen stuff very early on, especially on like really sore, raw skin.
yes. Yeah.
So she's purchased your nappy cream. And I
Oh,
saw a reel that you
amazing.
posted the other day about the nappy cream and it being so delicious. And I just wondered, could we get a little insight into it? Because I know the ingredients
Yes.
is like clay or something.
Yeah,
And like a lot of the,
bentonite clay. Yes,
yeah, okay.
bentonite clay.
Tell me
So
about.
bentonite clay is actually like a detoxifier. So it actually draws out the bacteria. So if like for it might have been you might have seen something that I said about my daughter. I don't know, but to be honest, my daughter's never actually had nappy rash. She might have had like I don't know, one or two, like just using different wipes because she goes to in-home care and stuff and like
Yeah.
yeah, that sort of thing. So she's had like a little bit of a red like bum area kind of thing, but it was the last like maybe I don't last week or the week before, I'm not too sure, but she came out with this big like red raw rash, and I was like, wow, we've never had that before. Like every time we even see signs of a rash, I'll just put the the nappy cream on, but this time around it actually was really red. So I had to change her nappies in the end because we did go for a little bit of a cheaper brand because we're trying to do toilet training and we're trying to do like pull-ups.
Oh, yeah.
That sort of thing instead of like the the normal nappies because she tries to go in the toilet. So the brand that we usually get, yeah, anyway, I'll stop with that bit. But so I just put out my nappy cream on, and within 2 days it was gone. Like
Wow.
literally gone. And it was really bright red. Like I've never seen that on her before.
Yeah.
And then you just have to apply it like every time you change the nappy. So obviously you would wipe them up and that sort of thing, like wipe them down, sorry, and then you'd put the cream on and then just put the nappy on.
Yeah.
So then yeah, so I've definitely had feedback that the rash has gone within overnight. There's definitely like with us as being 2 days with the rash that she had. And there is even I've had some people that have said like they've put it on like straight away and then the next nappy change is gone.
Wow.
So yeah, it just depends how much bacteria is in that nappy rash because there will be bacteria there for the bentonite clay to just pull it out.
Yeah.
And the other good ingredient in it is called zinc oxide, but it's the non-nano, which means that the zinc doesn't actually go into the bloodstream, where a lot of nappy creams and stuff has zinc in it, but it's not non-nano, so it can get into the bloodstream. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you always want to kind of look for the ones that are non-nano, yeah.
Non-nano.
Zinc oxide. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
so
I
yeah,
love this.
because even bentonite clay, funny enough, you can actually like us as adults, even kids
Oh,
can. I wouldn't say little babies, but I would say like I'd say probably toddlers. You can actually bath in it, so just fill up your bath and put like maybe I don't know 2 teaspoons or something of bentonite clay, and it can actually detoxify you as well. So you can
right.
swag in
Because
it.
I was gonna say, could you do like a face, like a
Yeah, yeah,
plain mask
100%.
on your
Yep,
face if you've got like
definitely,
breakouts or whatever?
definitely. Yeah, because it will help like pull it out. Yep. I
Oh,
know.
oh my God,
So,
divine.
because it comes as like a powder, but if you add water to it, it
Yeah.
creates a paste. So yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so delicious. Also, like I love how Lynnaire, you're like, I don't wear makeup, I don't have my hair done, like, and I've got like full face on because this is a luxury. I was like, I've got a podcast interview. Let's try and get a face on, but I don't normally look like this anymore. So
Like I use because like I've been in the beauty like for the 8, 9 years, so I've used all the chemicals. So, like I know, and then so it's like now like yeah, it's so funny how I've had a child and my life has completely like flipped because I'm just like I don't want to do the chemical stuff anymore kind of thing. And yeah, so yeah.
it is a whole thing as well, eh? I think like I used to like have the lash extensions and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the tips on the nails and
Yes.
like
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
things. And yeah, now it's just kind of like shifted and I'm like, oh, it's all a
Oh,
bit much, isn't
yeah,
it?
exactly. It is. And you're just like, sometimes you're just getting up for the day and you're just like, I can't bother, just chuck your hair in a bun and like, yeah.
And an hour ago, that is what was going
Oh,
on.
yeah. I
Admittedly.
I don't know what it is, but ever since having a child, I can't have my hair down. I don't know what it is.
No, I can't either. It's the
Yeah.
pulling, it goes
That's
into
why, yeah, the
places.
fling.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
again, my
Yes.
hair out, this is a treat. This is like it's never out anymore. It's atop my
It's
head
not.
in a nest. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Um, all right, my next question, Linnea,
Mhm.
I wanted to ask because asking for a friend, aka just me.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
obviously deep in well, not deep in, but in the teething phase. And
yes.
I
Yes.
am so
Yeah.
curious
Yes.
about the roll, like how does the rollers work? So you've got the
Yes.
product that is natural, delicious. You can put
Yeah.
the drops in the little icy thing.
Yeah.
But the roller, I saw a video on there's a line here like
Yeah.
somewhere. Okay, no, you tell you
Yeah.
you tell us.
Okay. So pretty much the roller is just you're rolling it on the outside, so the outside of the jaw, and you're just rolling it like, yeah, their jaw line. You can do it as many times as you want, but they're literally in my roller has 3 ingredients. And so like the carrier oil of the ingredient of the teething roller
Yeah.
is MCT oil, which is like
Mhm.
it's deprived from coconut oil. So that's the carrier oil. And then I have two essential oils in there. So one is called cedarwood, and the other one I never can pronounce properly, but I can see it in my head. It's called copaiba balsam. Yeah.
Mm.
I always have to like think and be like, okay, it's this.
Sounds like a
Um,
yummy cocktail.
yeah.
Anyway,
It's
continue.
bomb. Yes. So a lot of people get really iffy about essential oils with babies too. Just because they're like, you know how they're like when you're pregnant, there's safe options, there's not safe
Mm.
options, like clary sage you shouldn't use until you're like in labor, that sort of stuff. Um the thing is like I've done a lot of like research on essential oils, and with babies and like toddlers and that you only need to use like one or two drops. So in my rollers there's literally one or two drops of each of them in there, so it's completely safe for
Yeah.
babies, and because it's diluted with the carrier oil it's completely fine. So pretty much, yeah, you just roll onto the jawline and you actually massage the jaw as well. Yes.
Okay.
So that's what you do. So you can use it as many times as you like. And every time we used to put it on Riley, because, you know, she'd be teething in that. We're yet to do the 2-year-old molars yet. I don't think hers have come in just yet. So I'm yet to try it on her for
Oh
that. But
God.
I've had really good feedback from other people that have had 2-year-old molars.
Hmm.
We haven't got there yet. But yeah, so I used to just like roll it on her jawline and just massage it. And I think the massage of the essential oils and the oil just helps as well, just by
Yeah.
the massage. So yeah, that's just what we do. And then yeah, like the little drops you were saying, that's literally just one ingredient.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I personally with the drops would say you would give that to babies probably under 9 months, because what you can do with the drops is you can actually put it on your finger and then rub it into their gums. But like my daughter now, she will not let you touch her mouth, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just no point for older kids, but the roller is perfect for anybody.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the drops, can you like literally put a drop into their mouth, or is it better to put it on the
Put it,
affected area?
yeah, like on the area, so like on their gums. So, because the only ingredient in that drop is it's called chamomile hydrosol, which a hydrosol is like an extract from the plant, but they've like watered it down.
Okay.
So yes, it's literally just the chamomile, but it's water. It's a water base, so it's completely safe. And because you can even get like the chamomile flower and what is it, like infuse it and give it to your baby. So it's kind of like a different water-based kind of one, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it
Yes,
does make
yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
delicious. Because yeah, I've always been curious about the how the rollers like work. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's obvious how they work, but like
Yeah.
how they work. You know what I
But how
mean?
do they, yes. And because the thing is, it's because of the two essential oils, they're both like what's the word? Anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, like antibacterial kind of thing. So it just helps with like inflammation as well. So obviously the gums are quite inflamed because their teeth are wanting to come through. So it just helps
Mm,
to soothe it.
yeah, 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 yeah. And okay, I love it. I'm really neat. Yeah, because I've been not worried, but because my baby has been the teeths have been teething for like a little while. Like I think he started that quite early on, and
Yeah.
um I he's not old enough to have the Bongellas or the
Yes.
powders or all the things
Yep.
that everyone says are really good.
Yes. Yes.
Um, but and that's actually how I came across your page because I was like, well, I don't want to buy Bonjela or like buy these things. I'd rather
Yes.
give him
Yes.
something natural and something that's like not, I don't know. Yeah, just
Yeah,
natural,
yeah, totally. Yeah,
organic.
totally. Like, yeah, like instead of like like a chemical or like a, yeah, totally. Because does he have teeth yet?
They're not fully through,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
they are present and there
Yes, you can
and
see them.
teething. Hmm.
Yes, yeah. Because I do remember my daughter did teeth for a while, and I think she got her first teeth at 8 months. I think she was about
Oh,
8 months. I know. So I was like, great. But now
it's
she's
so
become so popular with it.
sad.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh, it's just so sad because they look so in pain. Like, they'll
Yeah.
just randomly be so sore, and I'm like, oh my God, my
Yeah.
Lord.
I know, and you're like, what can I like? What can I do? Like, give cuddles and stuff. But yeah, that's horrible.
Mm.
I
So
know.
I'm really looking forward to being able to try that because this is also the thing. He doesn't. It's not long enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I need to go get that product. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yes, yeah,
be like
totally.
for like
Yeah,
10 minutes and now
yeah,
he's having a nap
yeah,
and
yeah.
then I
He's fine.
forget. And
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
really want something that I can instantly, so this is why I need to do it. Instantly just quickly grab and roll on or give him the
Yeah,
drop.
roll on. Yeah,
Yeah. Or do the
yeah.
little icicle thing that I saw on your
Yes,
videos.
yes.
Because that's really soothing as well, I think.
Yeah, it's
He
very
loves
soothing.
that.
Yeah. Like even when I came out with those products, I actually like, especially the drops, I actually used on myself because I was like, I'm going to try this myself. And it
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, you can tell, you can feel like, I'm not going to say it's a numbness, that's not the word, but you can definitely tell there's like something happening in there to like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's gentle, very gentle, no pain or
Yeah.
anything like that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, divine, divine. And hey, tell me about because I am a magnesium lover
Oh,
since
yes.
way back when, and especially obviously in my 30s when everything just hurts all the time.
Yes.
Tell me of your magnesium products. And
Yes, yes.
yeah.
What would you like to know about them? Like, because we've got, I think, yeah, I'm like, we have got magnesium bath salts, so
Yes.
bedtime bath salts, so you can soak in them. Like
Mhm.
even us, like as adults, we can soak in them. And
Yeah.
even on my what is it, my label? I don't even know where my label is, but on my label, I have like the recommendations of what's it called, of the age groups of the kids,
Mhm.
and then us as adults too, of how much you would use
Oh,
for that.
cool.
And what I definitely noticed just in general with my daughter is that every time we put her in the bath with the magnesium salts, she was out like a light and she just slept. Like our balms and our sprays are still amazing and it helps them as well. But I just felt like when I used the magnesium salts and then the balm together, it was like this double whammy. Because the other thing, there's not enough magnesium in my products to overdose. Because I've actually had a lot of people ask that, like, oh, if I brought, say, the magnesium balm and then the salts, can I use them together or is that overdosing my baby? I was like, no, that's not overdosing because every day we are burning through magnesium. So we actually need to replenish those levels, but it's very hard to replenish those levels when we're burning through it all the time, like every day, sorry. So
Yeah.
unless you're eating, I don't know, what's magnesium foods like greens, like I don't know, I'm actually like,
I
I
don't even
actually
know.
I don't even know. Yeah. So like if you're eating like lots of magnesium foods, maybe, and spraying yourself daily, but you have to be like using a lot to be replenishing those levels. So I've definitely had people say, oh, I use like, the magnesium spray or the magnesium balm for like a few days and it hasn't worked. And I'm like, well, the thing is, you do have to use it every day, and it could take up to like a month for, like, say, your little one to work or on you because you are burning through magnesium every single day. So you need to be replenishing those levels every single day. So yeah, it's one of those things that, to be honest, our magnesium spray, I spray it daily, oh, like
Yeah.
at night, because I actually can't sleep without it. I notice that if I don't spray it on my feet, like I only spray it on my feet and like my legs, if I don't spray it, I do not have a deep sleep and I'm waking up so much times, like so many times.
Yeah, I found actually this was when we were deep in the newborn trenches. My
Oh,
partner
yes.
Geordie, like I don't know if you read an article, anyway, it's irrelevant, but he
Yeah.
was like, we are actually deficient adults are
Yes.
deficient in magnesium and actually correlates really heavily to like depression and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
And what depression and anxiety, and it came up because I had really, really terrible postpartum anxiety. And what we had realized after like being zombies and like everything being hard and not
Yes.
sleeping and stuff like that, and my anxiety was like at its peak.
Yeah.
Um, we had both, and his wasn't any better either, but we had realized that it's, oh my gosh, we've been home since we've had the baby. We've forgotten to be taking our magnesium. So this was like 2 to 3 weeks in, and we were
Yeah.
like, oh, we've forgotten that we don't haven't been taking our supplements,
Yes.
and it really impacted. So like obviously all of the hormone changes and all that stuff
Yeah.
aside,
Yes.
but for Geordie as well, he was like, oh, he had forgotten to take it as well, and he's noticed he'd had a spike in like anxiousness,
Yeah.
not sleeping well,
Yeah.
all of that kind of thing. Um, yeah, again, babies waking up all the time aside and all of that, but
Yeah.
yeah, and when we added that back in, it definitely eased. And I think magnesium is one of those things that it's not when you're taking it, it's
Yeah.
when you're not that
Yes. When
you
you're
realize, oh
not.
my God, I'm not sleeping well, or
Yeah.
like, yeah. Yeah.
100%. And it's like I found with my daughter, like honestly, being a mum, there's some nights that you forget. Like even me, I still forget to like spray her because we use the spray on her. Well, no, we're going back. We've actually gone back to the balm. Like we actually have gone back to the balm, but we switch between both because sometimes it's easier to put the balm on, sometimes it's easier to put the spray on. But we definitely have noticed when we don't, she wakes up so many times because my girl does have a dummy. She's always just been a dummy girl. And so what I've noticed is that when we don't put it on, she'll wake up for her dummy a lot and like cry and want us to put it back in. But when she does, when we've sprayed it on or put the balm on, she doesn't wake up for that dummy and she's like in this deep sleep. So you definitely, like you said, notice when you don't use it.
Mhm.
You definitely notice a big difference when you don't use the magnesium as well. So that's, yeah, one of those things. And I remember think it was like end of last year. I think there was like a week where I just didn't use the magnesium and because I just forgot it, like I need to have it like right beside her bed or I need to have it
Yeah.
somewhere.
Life,
Yeah,
life.
life,
Yeah.
exactly. And I was just so busy and then I forgot and we had the worst nights. They're just the worst nights. And I was like, and I remember every day I woke up and I was like, okay, you need to put the magnesium somewhere that's right by her bed. And I just kept forgetting. So yeah, but now it's like literally on her little dresser thing. So we know, okay, cool. She's in her little sleep sack, she's having her bottle, cool, rub her feet, and then she goes to bed.
Okay, so you put the balm goes on their little feet
Yes, and you
and the
can
spray.
massage up to their knee. Like you like kind of give them a bit of a massage.
Oh
I
no, I'm gonna
know.
need to. Oh no, I'm gonna have to get something that is well divine for
I know.
myself
So
too.
that's what that I feel like because you're giving them a bit of a nice massage, you're relaxing them too. So it just helps them. With the spray, like you can use the spray on from 3 months onwards. The balm you can use from newborn, but the spray you can use from 3 months onwards. But I definitely have noticed because I've got a toddler, the spray sometimes is easier because she's running around everywhere. And it's
Mm.
just like, can you just come here? And because she loves like the spray and stuff. Otherwise, if I try to do the balm, she'll be like, me hold it. And she just like scoops her hands in. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like when she was younger, balm always. And then when she got older and she was running around, it went to the spray. But now we're back to the balm. We actually are back to the balm and she's fine. So I don't know. It just changes.
Yeah, yeah, you just gotta go with the flow and what they
Yeah.
kind of feel like. But Lynnaire, with the spray, is that
Yes.
you spray it in the mouth or my thing
No. So
is on the
onto
sheets?
yes, onto
Okay.
the feet. No, onto their feet. So you spray it onto their soles of their feet. Yes. So if you like with the balm, you obviously put it on the soles of their feet too. But because it's a balm, you can massage it. And it's just like a nice
Yeah.
massage. But with the spray, it is a water base, so it's not going to massage in, what like a balm or like a moisturizer would do. So
Hmm.
I do like when I do spray it, I do like rub her feet, like put it in like that, but it just dissolves straight away. So you
Yeah.
can't really do a nice massage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
what is the okay? If you put it on the sheets, will it hurt their eyes? Question number one.
Probably. I am saying that it's only magnesium and water, so probably not, but it's just going to make a
But
wet
it's
patch
not,
really.
yeah, true. It's
Yeah,
not
and
actually
there's no
go
like
in.
yeah, there's no vapor, there's no like
Mhm.
and it's not going into their blood like their bodies. And the reason why we say put it on your feet is because it goes like your skin is your biggest organ, right? So it absorbs everything in. So your best like I find that when you go have a shower or you have a bath, your pores are open. So you go put it on afterwards, your pores are open so it gets in a little bit faster.
Mhm.
Yeah, with like, like I guess magnesium tablets and stuff, it still has to go through the digestive tract and it takes a little bit longer to digest, where a magnesium spray or magnesium balm will just go straight in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so because my next question was like, why the feet? But is the feet just because it's like the easiest, most
yeah.
soothing place?
Yeah, easy. Yeah, yeah. And also, I don't know what I think your feet also your pores are open, like
Okay.
open first or something. Yeah, something like that. There's definitely something behind it,
Hmm.
why the feet, but I think it is something to do with the pores. Like obviously your pores are all open, but I think it's like your pores and your feet stay open the longest. Don't quote me on that. I will have to come back to you on that one.
Yeah,
But
no, I
yes.
know that the feet is a thing. I know that because there's all those wives' tales about putting like, I don't know, when you're sick, what is it, an onion or something in
Yeah,
the
and
sock.
onion and garlic. Yeah, and like garlic. Yes, yes. And like what is it? There was something else for the old wives' tales. Oh, like when you have like swollen feet and stuff, like obviously to get the pressure down and stuff, obviously you're gonna massage the feet to like get the pressure. Yeah, there's something to do with the feet.
I wonder if it maybe also an absorption, to do with the
Yeah,
pore.
I think I
Yeah.
think yes, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
interesting. I'm so curious now. Okay.
Yeah.
Also I found when I was pregnant as well, I
Yes.
borrowed one of those foot massages off my sister. Those really, oh, so divine. Like the
Yeah,
ones you get at airports, but it's just for your feet.
yeah, for your feet
And
too.
that was my lovely little nighttime ritual. But I
Yeah.
think that the foot massage actually helped. I think that there's got to be, I must look up
There's
reflexology or something, but
reflexology.
yeah, it really
Yeah.
helped with my back pain. And I
Yes.
think if I whipped it out now when I'm having like a particularly sore day because I do not have a light baby,
Fair,
um,
yes.
for my back, I feel like that might actually,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I might need to magnesium rub my own feet.
Yes,
Wow.
totally. Yeah, because like actually even during my pregnancy, I actually did use the magnesium spray because back then, funny enough, I actually have been making magnesium sprays. Yeah, when I was pregnant. So that was actually the first product I actually had made, was magnesium
Wow.
sprays. Yeah, back then, because I did have, this is a little side business, as well, but I actually was really into like womb health. Well, still am. And I
Wow.
actually studied, I don't know if you've ever heard about this before, but it's called a peri-steam hydrotherapist. Like it's yeah. So I
Hmm.
studied to become one of them.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, because I was going through my own fertility problems, I obviously wanted to like I wanted to look naturally into how to get pregnant. And yeah.
Okay. I wanted to,
Yeah.
okay, carry on. Now I've got more
Yeah.
questions.
So I kind of yes. So that really helped me with getting pregnant. And I've helped a few other people with getting pregnant just through that as well. Like obviously there's other heaps of factors, like that's not the um main thing that can help people and stuff like that. But I just really want to look at something really natural. And so I ended up studying to become one and then yeah, I did my own journey and that's kind of how kind of like I've been making magnesium sprays, worked with herbs, and then that's kind of how it went into Little Rose because with herbs and all that sort of stuff as well.
Mm.
So it all like blends in. Like I still do like if you go on my website, you will see um my other little business called Awakening Your Rose, and that's all my womb health stuff. So
Yes.
I still dabble in it, but it's not my journey. Like I feel like once I finish having kids and stuff, I think it's gonna be I'll probably get back into that because I've been able to help people with their periods and their cycles and yeah, so yeah, that's another little one that I've got as well.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, because I was gonna ask you, looking on your website, like it's not you don't have purely just baby products. Like I did notice your little the
Yes.
womb
Yes.
logo, like that it was slightly
Yes.
different. And I thought, oh, I wonder if this is like a little olive, like not olive branch, a little branch off
Yes.
of the little rose into
Yes.
stuff for mums as well as
Yes, and because I do like magnesium like menstrual balms as well. So like I have different like essential oils for that and then also got some new products coming out for your mothers that are going to go into labor and stuff that are going to help with yeah, I know. Like they've been trialed since when October hold up, when did my so November last year because I had a few friends that were giving birth and I was like, here, can you use this product? And so
Oh.
they've used it and they said that is like they've given birth. That was their second time giving birth and they were like, this is the best product I've ever used. So yeah, so it's been in the trial period for quite a bit. I am going to come out with these two products. I'm going to Australia next week, so I kind of was like, I'm not going to do it now, kind of thing. So it will be when I get back. So probably before I do the baby expo in June, it will be coming out.
Yay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
yeah, and it's a yeah. I'm really excited for this one too. But yeah,
Oh my God, like it's just a whole new world
yeah.
when you're like in the condition of pregnancy. Like you just don't
Oh
so
yeah,
many products, there are so many things, and it's just really great that you've got all these little tidbits, even like the
yeah,
menstrual balms and the teas and the things.
yeah,
It's not yeah, it's nice to have a one-stop shop that's like I was about to say reliable. I know that other products are reliable, but natural
yeah.
and
Next.
without stuff in them. And I love that it's like a lot of your things are like 1 to 3 ingredients. You know,
Yeah.
it's not big long things that I don't understand or
No,
that you need to look
no.
up. It's just so less hassle, less pressure, and less chemicals, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
And like with the ingredients, like especially with the balms, they do have expiry because if you get the ones from like, the supermarket or the chemist or whatever, they would have an expiry, but their expiry will be a lot longer than mine because they use preservatives and they
Yeah.
use that sort of thing. But I was very like, I don't want to use that. So the thing is, when I make products, they're fresh. So I've got like stock like behind me, but I start making them when I've got like two in stock. So it's like they're always fresh. There's never like I'm making heaps and then they're just like sitting on the shelf
Yeah.
for like months.
Yes.
So that's kind of how I've done it because they do have expiry. The expiry for like the balms are about between 9 to 12 months. So it's not like too bad, but I just don't want to be like, say, I don't know, a nappy cream sitting there and it's been sitting there for 6 months and then someone buys it and they've only got 3 months left. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I just make as I go, kind of, well, as the stock goes down. So, yeah.
I love it. I love your business. I have like so many more questions about the other one, but maybe we'll need to get you
Yeah.
back for part two when after the baby expo's been in,
Yes.
and we can talk a bit more about the extra one.
Yeah.
Because I'm so curious, and I
Yeah.
have a lot
Yeah.
of questions on
That
that
one.
and your journey there. Like, yeah, I would love to chat more about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, but before we wrap up on Little
Mhm.
Rose,
Yes.
and is there anything left on your heart, Lynnaire, that you feel like you want to share with the Walnuts listening? I know a lot of the Walnut listeners are people who have not necessarily wanted to start a business, but they've wanted to start something, and because
Yeah.
it's hard. It takes
It is
courage
hard.
to start
Yeah.
a business, a blog, a podcast, all of the things, and that's really
Totally.
scary when you haven't got anything started yet.
Yes.
Yeah, do you have anything else left you wanted to sort of share about starting something?
Yeah. So I guess like even my postpartum brain, I'm just like, how do you even like start? But to be honest, like I know this is going to sound this cliche thing, but once you have like an idea, you just kind of like say if you're making something or say you want to bring in something, like I know for some people that I follow in business, when they're wanting to like get something manufactured themselves, they've got to go to like the wholesalers and that sort of thing. And it's just like yeah, like I would say. I'm even trying to even think like even how did it even start? Like for yeah, like I'm just like how did it even start? It was obviously just making the products and like that is actually a very hard question because I actually one of the things I wish I documented my journey
Wow.
on yeah, I do wish I like yeah, showed behind the scenes and stuff because I was at 4 months postpartum, a lot of those memories have gone,
Yeah.
like how I actually started it. Um, but if I could go back, like with my beauty business, because I can remember that, how I started is I just started the skill. So say if you wanted to do a service base, you started the skill, I went and got trained by someone, and then I just still was working at my full-time job and then was just doing it on the side. And then once I built up my clientele, that's kind of just when I was able to just go full-time into it. But I do also think that building businesses is social media
Yeah.
as well. So just like trying to get your community through, yeah, social media is such a big, big thing.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, and I guess I've got experience in making products, not manufacturing products, but I would just say you wanted to make products, just start and just make them. Like start with DIYs, definitely start with DIYs, get some recipes and stuff off Google and that and start with that and then
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, back 4 months post in my brain. Wow, like you actually do forget a lot of that.
It's already like not causing an issue, but I'm like, oh my God, because I just remember it was so hard, and now I'm in the phase where like we know each other a little bit more
Yeah.
now. It's just
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm not scared to like go in the car. I'm not scared, all of the things.
Yeah.
I don't have
Yes.
panic attacks every day anymore. Wow, okay.
Yes.
And then I had a conversation with my friend, and I was like, not that I even like want to, but like, maybe I should just get pregnant again to just get it over and done with. And she's like, don't worry, that's a normal thing.
Yes. Yes, it
It's
is.
it's just a thing, and it's just because your brain has forgotten.
That is very true. Like I understand when people are like, people have multiple kids and they're like, it's because you forget. You do. You actually do.
Yeah, it's
You do.
wild as well. But I think also to give yourself a bit of credit, Lynnaire, as well. You did mention that the catalyst was, you did the course, and it,
Yes.
it
Yes.
started off
Yes.
basically by wanting
Yeah.
to make products for your baby. So like,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
you haven't entirely forgotten at all. Like I
Forgotten.
think you already, yeah, you've shared heaps with us already. So like,
True,
it's
true.
really
I
sound
think it's
advice.
just the nitty-gritty, yeah, what I did behind the scenes, which I wish I did document. Like I really do wish I did, but
Yeah.
I didn't.
A lot of people have said that, not regarding starting a business, but like through pregnancy and stuff, like, oh, make sure you like keep a little diary of like
Yeah.
month to month. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it just got too long, and I
Yeah.
didn't. And I was like, oh, now I don't remember what I was
Yeah.
praying. All of those sorts
Yes.
of little things, eh? So
100%, yeah.
um just documenting everything in general is kind of a fun thing. And also the beauty of social media as a tool for that as well, is documenting and
Yes. Yeah.
highlighting moments of your life as well.
Yeah. Totally.
Um,
Totally. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Oh, I went down a rabbit hole, and I had another thing to say, but it's fallen out
Oh,
now, so that's okay. It might come up again. But
yes.
um, Lynnaire, the one token question that I ask all of my guests
Yes.
is, what does being a walnut mean to you?
Oh, it means that is actually a very good question. I'm like, what does a rule know? It means just being your unique self and just being
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
That's
Amazing, beautiful. Yes, I agree, and it's
yeah.
so nice. And I feel like you have walnutted and are a walnut through starting multiple businesses. Yeah, what a treat to see. Also, I find a lot of joy in local New Zealand
Yeah.
people who have gone out there and done it as well. Like I think it's
Yes.
just because I am a local New Zealander as
Yeah.
well.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's so
exactly.
nice. And how cool is it that I can be like, okay, if I go to the baby expo, I'm gonna go see Lynnaire, who was on my
Yeah,
post.
exactly. Exactly.
Um,
Which is so cool.
it's amazing. So thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to keep in touch and see what new products you come out with. And like I say, I have only heard good things, word
Oh.
of mouth, from friends and stuff. So like beautiful, amazing, amazing products.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I just am so grateful to be able to have picked your brain today.
Yes. I
Very, very
honestly I
much.
love it. Thank you for having me.
Oh, awesome. Okay, and before I jump off, where can the walnuts find you on the
Oh, so
onlines?
yes. So
Yeah.
I have my Instagram page, which is little_rose_natural. And then I also do have a TikTok, which is exactly the same, little_rose_natural, because I share on TikTok a little bit differently to what I do on
Okay.
Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. Just like more behind the scenes on TikTok. So it's a little bit easier to do that there.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I'll follow you on the TikToks. I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, wonderful.
Perfect.
Walnut, thank you so much for your time and for being here. If you enjoyed this episode, take a little screenshot shot and tag myself and Lynnaire. And if you've got any questions, I'm going to speak for you as well, Lynnaire. Just fire them through. We're
Yeah.
always here to have chats. And beautiful, divine Lynnaire, thank you very, very much again for
Thank you.
visiting
Thank
Walnut
you.
Wednesday. Yeah, this has been a really, really awesome chat.
Yes, thank you. Really happy to be here.
All right, have a happy Walnut Wednesday, and I will talk to you next week.